Cause like, what is the point of being modest? Like,
what's the point of being modest? Yeah. It keeps you humble and grounded.
Can I expand on that a little bit and stretch that out?
It really does.
I understand what you.
Okay.
So, modesty is a practice of humility, because you're literally only being modest for other people's sake.
Right.
Like, it's really just for other people. So I tell people all the time, I'm a nudist at heart. I ain't got no problem with being naked. I put on clothes.
Thank you.
Outside of you know, just the elements.
This would have been an awkward podcast.
I do that for everybody else, right? Mm-hmm. Or it's a show of humility. So when we talk about modesty, I think when it comes to apparel, because what we're kind of focusing on right now, mm-hmm. I think modesty is bigger than that. But if we're talking about apparel, then you never want to be on the fringes of what's considered appropriate, right? Mm. So like, you don't want to get away as much as possible. Your attitude should be, how much can I get away with? How many clothes can I take off before it's considered inappropriate? Mm. You know, always try to, if you're going to lean somewhere, lean the other way. You know what I mean? So like, how much can I be covered without it looking goofy? Should be more your attitude.
I mean, but at the same time, I feel like the same thing should be said about people who are trying to be too fancy. And you know what I mean by that. Get dressed up too much, they want too much.
Well, that's not about covering, though. That's about, like, that's a different, I guess that's why I said modesty is bigger than just apparel.
Okay,
right? Because, like, as far as just coverage. Because, like, I believe, like, a person having a 15-bedroom house and 22 of them living there is not modesty. That's immodest, too.
Right.
We don't like talking about that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we are going to touch on that tonight, we got because to. No disrespect. Like, I said, hypocrites. Yeah. And they stand in the church.
I mean, I wouldn't say hypocrite. I mean, it's just like,
dude, you go say, oh, I've been blessed, but I'm not willing to share my blessings and stuff out. Or, you know what, God's blessed me with this mansion right here, but nah, you can't stay with me. Let's look at the homeless shelter. Man. Nah, man. I got attitude about this.
You can use your home as, you know, platform to serve.
How you use your home for people to see everything that you got? You just showing off then.
Wait, can we say with the apparel first thing? Let's tie that up before we expand.
Go ahead.
I don't want to, I hate leaving boxes unopened. I'm sorry, I hate leaving boxes open without closing them.
The Bible do have scriptures on apparel, though.
You want to read some of them?
1 Timothy 2:9-10.
Likewise, also that women should adorn themselves in respectable apparel, with modesty and self-control, not with braided hair, gold, or pearls, or costly attire. This scripture is a great example of how things change culturally.
Right. Because they saying you're trying to grab too much attention in back in them days.
Because that was a thing.
Right.
Now, everybody got their hair braided. You know what I'm saying? So
dudes had their hair braided and
so
stuff, like with gold and stuff in it.
That's why the topic's a good one, because it's like, okay, where does this begin and end? Right. So usually in a lot of spaces with the Bible, we can take it very literally, but this is a cultural thing, right? Because this is not all that immodesty entails. So the advice I give my daughter, she's here, teach my children is, you want to be in the middle as much as possible. So like, what happens is, a lot of times Christians say, how much can I get away with before it's considered sin? You know what I mean? Like, how close can I get to the edge before I fall over? Can I just toe the line without going crossing it? Whereas Christians, I should be like, okay, how far away can I get from the line without looking like a complete weirdo?
Okay. So that involves drinking as well. We're going to talk about that as well.
I know, right? So like, if a woman's like, no, I'm going to be modest, so she puts on a potato sack, that's also bringing about a lot of attention. Like, how can you stay in the middle? You know what I mean? Because a lot of fashion is geared towards bringing attention to yourself.
But then how people feel is, now you infringing on my individuality.
But that goes back to, that's what humility is.
Humble yourself. You got to humble yourself.
Humility is saying, I'm giving up my right to choose to make you more comfortable.
So now
that's why people don't like humility. Churches be talking about everything but humility, because it's a hard topic.
Oh, it's a dangerous topic. Especially if your pastor riding up in a Rolls Royce. I mean,
you really want to go here. We're not going there right now.
Okay.
Right now, we're just talking about
my bad.
Some people, they teach
I don't need like 5 push-ups and 2 sit-ups.
They teach it to, like, where they telling you to practice it for their benefit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you the slave and I'm the master. You know what I'm saying? I'm exempt from this. So,
it's really like being modest is the attitude of servitude, right? So like, It's me saying, modest. Yeah, being modest is the attitude of servitude. You know what I'm saying? Like
people don't want to really go on.
Yeah, because that's what it is. Like I'm free in Christ. I can do whatever I want to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing this for your sake. You know what I'm saying? So if I know I'm a woman to carry your body, I'm covering up for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm comfortable in my skin.
I mean, that's the problem. Too many people are comfortable on their skin and just showing a little too much.
No, they're not. I mean, that's one thing to be comfortable. It's another thing. I want people to see me. And a lot of, as much as we want to say whatever, a lot of fashion is built towards I want to be seen, particularly for women. You start to see that more from men. You peacocking. You want to look as flashy as possible. You want to know people. You want people to feel a way about what you have on. You're making a statement of superiority. And people, that's just what it is. That's immodest too.
That's like how they say, church has become a fashion show.
So yeah.
Oh, it has.
You're trying to impress. You're dressing to impress versus dressing to blend. So like.
And females with the church hats, I'm coming for you later.
Oh,
I'm coming for you. Yeah. Guaranteed to come for you today.
And this is not about not looking nice. You know what I'm saying? You can look nice without looking. You can look nice without looking like this was the only reason why you got these clothes on. This was your mission.
Or looking nice and having others in mind as well.
Yeah. Or you know what I'm saying? Like you can look attractive without looking sexy, and that's what I talk to my daughters about. You know what I mean? Like you look sexy for your husband. That's between you and your husband.
You can look.
You can look attractive without being sexy.
Somebody's always gonna find you attractive, no matter.
You know what I'm saying? But like,
no, you can tell when it's intentional too.
Right? I mean, I agree, and I get offended when people get offended that somebody noticed you.
It's like it's hot. I said, so you gotta find the shortest shorts in the store.
Like,
like, you gotta find the shortest.
Man, forget that. I'm just saying, why are you wearing a baby suit out here? And it's like, there's no purpose.
Or they're like, that's a bathing suit, and be like, bro, that's underwear.
Yeah, it's basically
like,
what it
with
is.
Your drawers and your bra. So like.
But you get offended if somebody saw you in your bras and drawers. You okay with wearing baby?
That's weird.
I never understood that. I see more of you at the beach than like,
and then that goes to like people not being aware of the responsibility we have
for each other.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think everybody's out for themselves, so responsibilities.
Let me tell you, bro. Like this is maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. There's a young lady I'm teaching Sabbath school, right? For those who don't know what Sabbath school is.
It's like it's like Sunday school.
It's like Sunday school on Saturday,
right?
Because we're Sabbath around here, pop the collar. But like, so
modesty.
This woman come in. I want to say she's a young woman. She's a little older, right? But black women begin in their primes like late. So like, she's like maybe about 40, but like her womanhood is set in. You know what I'm saying? So like, she's super curvy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, So she's in Sabbath school. She comes to Sabbath school. She's wearing leggings. I look at her and immediately I'm just like, good God, she's gonna be a problem. This isn't a reflection of her though, right? And this is the problem with not just modesty, but how we approach modesty, particularly when men are dealing with women, right? The issue with her modesty is really what is stirring in you, it's not her.
All right, so.
Let me finish the story though. So I'm like, geez, what I'm gonna say to this woman, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like, so it looked nice for all the wrong reasons, right? She looked very sexy, you know, and so we were at church. And so I pull her, I'm like, man, I'm gonna say something, prayed about it, pull her aside. I was like, look, love, you are hurting us out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you came out in that, you are killing me right now. Like, I'm having a hard time staying focused. Notice my approach wasn't about her looking like a slut or her being hoish. My approach was, this is activating my weakness. And so I came to her as a brother of Christ, humble, like, please, like, can you put like a coat on? Like, can we work something out? Because I'm dying. Never was about her. She's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, so I just came from the club. And I just felt I was supposed to be here. And then we had a conversation. I had to take that, be like, all right. That attitude is very different because you can't tell somebody how to dress.
I mean, I feel like females be putting on bait clothes, so
I mean
that's a whole thing.
Like
I got an issue with.
Like that's considered. That only works because men enjoy it.
I agree. I agree, and I agree.
So it's kind of men's. I ain't gonna say it's men's fault, but the men's apply that pressure. You know what I'm saying? So like, truth of the matter is, she came from the club. That's what you dressing like that too. You dressing like that to be. But what need to be noted about that conversation, it's not bringing attention to myself, but what need to be noted about that conversation is understanding that Her immodesty, the issue is about what it stirs up in me. The issue is not the choice she made.
Okay.
So when we approach people, we feel are not dressed immodestly. Too many times we come from a more of a master, like you were saying, from like a higher point, like what's wrong with you? You shouldn't dress like that. Instead of saying like, yo, you're stirring something up in me. Have mercy.
Okay, so that's a real thing, and I appreciate that. And
all across the board.
And you know what? I want to ask a question, Dan. All right, so let's
no.